Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another night of Big Polly Sports Sims. Today, it's off the beaten path time once again, and I am going to play a tournament using a shareware program that I've had for a few years. Now, it probably didn't start off as shareware, but it has evolved to that over the years. It is called DD Poker version 3. DD like the woman's bra size. I guess that's one way of looking at it. So you could play there are many different options, and I will show you the main screen here. Now this is actually meant to take up a small portion of your computer monitor, but I have blown it up full screen for you. And the idea is you could use it as a poker clock. You could analyze hands. You can imagine at one point you could play online, but I'm going to do a practice tournament. And I have set up a tournament where I'm going to get $1,500 in chips, and the buy-in is $100 pretend dollars. We're going to play nine-handed, starting with 45 players. I will be one of the 45. Would help if I showed you the screen, I guess. Yes, it would. So once again, let me just show you. This is the first screen you see when you get DD Poker. And if you ever wanted to sharpen up on your poker skills during the pandemic, then this would be the way to go. And I have modified the Card Room tournament, so we play nine-handed, start out at 45 and work our way down to one levels, 30 minutes of simulated time. And let me see what else here I did. We start off with 10 and 15. Everybody starts off with 1,500 chips. And we start 45-handed. You could play it with 10-handed if you want to. You could start 10-handed, but I'm just going to modify this a little bit. So we're going to play 9-handed, and the AI likes to set a mix of players, and you could modify this too. You could have players who are what they call rocks, maniacs, fishes, weak tight, players who are calling stations, players that are solid and loose, and various skills. So we're going to start this tournament, and this starts like an actual poker tournament would. If you visited Biloxi, or if you visited Las Vegas, or if you visited any place where they play legal poker for gambling purposes. And my advisor is on. I'm going to turn him off. This is going to be a kind of a pop quiz here. And first we draw to see who gets the dealer chip, and Tabia drew an ace of hearts, and I think if they tie, there is an order which I cannot think of at the moment. So once the dealer chip is established, as you go clockwise, in case some of you have never watched poker on TV, and I imagine there's going to be a few of you, even though poker pretty much inundated television in the first decade of this 21st century. So I'm going to deal. I'm going to hit deal manually. You could set it up so where it goes automatic. I'm going to turn my advisor off. There's already been action in the pot. I'm going to turn my pot odds off, but I'm going to check my rank. Now I have a queen of spades and a 5 of clubs. That's a garbage hand, so I'm going to stick out of this fray and let the others. Oh, I accidentally called, but actually I drew 3 undercards on the flop, 4, 2, and 2. So I'm going to check, because my 2s with a queen high might be good. Now I have a straight draw, so I accidentally picked up a straight draw here. If I pick up a 3 of any suit, then I have a straight on the board. But let's see. I don't think either Lila here on the 12 o'clock position or Tabby have it either, so I'm going to check. See if anybody raises, and then I get a raise, so now I got to fold. And Tabia went on and won the pot and picked up 805 chips. Now I'm going to change the option so you could see the hands play out once I fold. So I lost 150 chips in that first hand. And we have raises in front of me, so I need to fold. Hit the right button this time. There we go. On the second hand, it was a 10 queen 5. then an ace, so 2 hearts and 2 spades on the board, and the third spade a 4, so maybe somebody has a flush here. And no, Lilla had a pair and picked up a pot of 1585, and she goes to 2175. Now we have a very good hand here. We have queens. What you want to do is you want to play, in fact, I'm going to raise to 220. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Hang on. I'm going to go 220 on the raise. Try to weed out some takers. And I got to raise back to 555, so it's 220 on me to call. And I'm definitely going to call here with queens. And 3 undercards on the board, a 4, a 3, and a jack, but 2 diamonds. But I'm going to make a continuation bet here. Now, this could be a quick night for me if I don't score on this hand. I'm going to go 405. And Emily has called me. Now I have 3 diamonds. So we got to go slow and check. A 4, a check, check. And she did not have this. She did not have a flush. She mucked, and I won a pot of 2005 chips. And I pick up queens again. I am in first place, and now I just picked up queens again. So I don't want them to know that I have another pair of queens here. So I'm going to just call. I'm going to limp in. J92. No possible draws. 160 to call. And here is where we do the old check raise, and I'm going to go 350. And in fact, let's just go all in, Jerica. She has ace jack. I have 2 queens. So if she picks up an ace or another jack, my night is over. There's the 8. So she's got about 3 outs here. An ace would give her a pair of aces and beat me. Or she could pick up the 3rd jack and beat me. And she picks up a 7. So she loses, and I picked up 2 pots in a row with queens. So this time I was dealt 8-5. That's 8-5 unsuited, so that's no good. The way Texas Hold'em works for the uninitiated is you get 2 cards. And then, as you've been seeing in these last few hands, 5 cards eventually appear in the middle of the board. And you take your 2 cards, and you take the 5 cards in the community section, and you make your best possible hand. And you bet on whether or not you have the best hand. Ace 5 early, I'm going to fold that. DD Poker, it could play no limit Hold'em, pot limit Hold'em, and Texas and limit Hold'em, and that's it. Doesn't play pot limit Omaha or 7-card stud or Raz or low ball draw poker. Just plays Texas Hold'em, and it's a pretty good simulator that I have used over the years. I have K9, a real dog of a hand, so I'm going to fold that. This game, as far as I know, came out in the 2000s. There were a lot of computer games that you could play back then. There was a very good one called Stacked, and Daniel Negreanu was kind of the sponsor of that. And of course, Daniel's still going strong in professional poker. Lilla just picked up another pot with 2 pairs, so she's going to be a force to reckon with. Now I have a suited ace-deuce, which is not a good hand, especially early, so can't really do anything with that, so I'm going to fold it. Right now I am in first place. Only 1 player has been knocked out because they all had deep stacks. The blinds right now are 10 and 15, and there is a clock on the upper left that counts down simulated time, not real time. And in this particular hand, high card by Emily was good enough to win. Jack 9 suited is my hand here, so if everybody's limping in, I could call that. I got 1 razor, and I'm not getting 110 to call, so I'm just going to get out of the way of this. Let the 2 computer players. Now that was a good hand. I would have had a pair of kings, but a pair of kings with an overcard on board. And we had an all-in and a call. We have Emily with ace-king, so she has two pair. And Carly has a pair of sevens. If she can draw a seven, she stays in. She wins the pot. Otherwise, Emily, who is all in, wins the pot. And a jack gives Emily the pot. She stays in. I have 3,965 chips, indicated by the dollar sign. I have ace-7 in the small blind, and I'm getting raised, so I gotta fold that. When you don't, my philosophy, and sometimes I use the advisor the game gives you, and sometimes I don't, is wait for the big wait for the big cards to be dealt to you. Jack 9 is not bad, but you also have to check to see who's raising in front of you. Got one raiser. I'm going to fold this because Jack 9 is a marginal hand at best, even in late position. I have 39.65. Usually they say if you are doing well in terms of the rest of the table that you should be more aggressive, but I don't see a reason to risk what I have with Jack 9 in that situation. Now, Ragnar picked up a pair of 10s, and Wilhelmina had a pair of 4s, and it was the 10s that have gone all in of Ragnar's. So Wilhelmina could still win with a 4, and that did not happen. So Ragnar doubles up to 16-20, and we are now at hand number 12. I have ace-7 unsuited. I will fold that. Just going to play smart early. And Emily won that hand uncontested. Picked up 210. Now I have ace-queen. So I'm going to call. Actually, you know what I should do is I should go in and re-raise at 110. Raised 110 more, so it's 1... And I won the hand uncontested with an ace-queen suited. They seem to be respecting my play. The AI in this game is pretty good. Now I have king 2. King 2, so you fold that. And I'm going to play this tournament out, even if it takes me a while. It should not, once we get the levels going here, and we are a simulated 2 minutes and 48 seconds away from the next level, where the blinds will go up. The price of poker goes up, as the late, great Mike Sexton would say. 4 hearts on the board, and everybody got out, so Kitty won 13.75. Now I have ace-jack in early position. I'm going to call. What you're going to look for is any two cards over an index of 10. So we got some action going here, and king 8-5 didn't hit me. Got some big raises in front of me. I'm going to get out of this. If you don't improve on your hand right away off the flop is the first 3 cards. Then you got a turn, which is the 4th, and the river, that is the 5th. Because I don't know if some of you have ever watched poker before, so I gotta school you here a little bit. Lila won that with a pair, and like a tournament you would see on ESPN or the World Poker Tour on whatever channel that's on nowadays. I think it's Sunshine Network, Fox Sports Network, which is about to become Bally's. Now the price of poker going up, 15.25, and I got a very, very nice hand here. A couple of cowboys. So I'm going to raise it up to a hundo. And see if anybody will give me action. And I got to take her. And Carly doesn't have a lot of chips left, so she might go all in on me. 10 ace-7. The ace kind of worries me. And she's going to represent the aces. But it's not going to cost me a lot if I go all in, which I'm going to do. And I put her all in. She had the ace. She had the ace-9. And she has a flush draw. She has the nut flush draw, in fact, because she has the ace. Pair of 7s. I would need a king here. And I don't get it. It's a 10. So Carly picks up a little chunk of my change and is up to 940. King 6 for me suited. That is going to be a hand I fold. And I'm going to fold that. The one thing you got to learn about Hold'em is you got to learn when to get out of the way. My theory to poker, anyway. The Kenny Rogers song was so true that you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them and know when to walk away and know when to run. 175 to me on a 7-5 offsuit? I don't think so. I'm still in second place, and we still only had one player drop out. But once we get up in the blind levels, I'm sure the casualties will come hot and heavy. We got two pair on the board, and Lilla did nicely and picked up four of a kind with jacks in her pocket. So she had four of a kind. I think that's our biggest hand we have had so far yet. I'm going to fold my four deuce suited, and that was one uncontested by Tapia. So we go to hand number 20. And this video is going to go until I either bust out or until I win. And I am not playing with the help of pot odds or an advisor. I am just doing this top of head. Kind of like a pop quiz here. We have an all-in and a call. Wilhelmina is at risk. She has a king-queen, but Kitty is not in bad shape with a pair of aces and could pick up a few outs here to give her the lead. We have a 4 on the turn. So let's see what Kitty get anything good? And it is good for Wilhelmina. She doubles up, and Kitty is now down. Kitty actually caught a little piece of that. We must have had a side pot here. Ace 8-6 offsuit, so I fold that. Might have been some side pot action. I don't think so, but I don't know how that happened. 6-10 4-2 and a king on the board. And the Jack Queen of Leela is best, and she picks up another pot. Ace 4 suited. This might be playable. I'm going to call it. We have eliminated two more players. We're down to 42. It's $80 more to me to call with Ace 4 suited. And finally, I get to see a flop. I pick up a third diamond. I'm going to check here, play it slow. 140 on Carly. With only a pair of fours, I got to fold, and Carly will pick up a nice little chunk of change, 560. And we play our next hand. Jack 8 suited. I'm going to fold that. But it simulates poker pretty well. As far as I know, it's available via shareware. And that's how I picked it up. We have a side pot, so somebody has gone all in. It is Emily. And right now, she is in danger of being eliminated. She had the hand of gratitude, 10Q. And Tabia has a pair with a pair of sixes. So if Emily could pick up a 10 and a queen or a queen here, she might win the pot. In fact, she would win the pot with either a 10 or a queen. Let's see that turn. See that river. It's a 6, which gives Tabby a 3 of a kind and eliminates Emily. So Emily goes bye-bye, and we're down to 41 players. 10-8 unsuited. I will fold that. In this stage of the game, there's no need to fight battles like this. We're halfway through the blind level, or a little beyond halfway. Again, the 30-minute levels are simulated, and in this game you could set the blind levels as long as you want. Wilhelmina and Tabia having an all-in battle. Tabia is all in. She has a pair of 8s. Wilhelmina with a pair of kings, meaning Tabia could win with a 6, I do believe, or she could pick up that third 8. And probably some other possibilities right now that I am not seeing. A 4 would also give her the pot. Queen, so there goes Tabia. And we are now down to 40 players, which means some players are now moving around from other tables. This is one table of a 5-table tournament that you're seeing play out in front of you. It is not an online tournament. It is a tournament ran by Double D Poker. So we have Letty, Evan, and Mose coming over. And we are playing 8-handed. I am folding my 6 deuce. I am second right now, and the 5 tables are playing 8-handed. This is a Dolly Parton hand. This is a 9 and a 5 offsuit. I will fold that. Next. Oh, this is a beaut. Pair of queens. This is the third time in this tournament I have picked up queens. So we are going to raise that action. 150, which might be a little too much. Let's see if anybody salutes the flag. Carly does. And I now have kings and queens. Like the George Thorogood song, Bad to the Bone. She only has 250. I'm going all in. And she doesn't want to go bust at this point, so I pick up the pot of 625. I'm up to 3580. I am still in second place. I'm going to fold my Jack 5. There are some places in the United States where you could play poker still, like in California and Nevada. I see a fellow who does a very good poker blog called The Trooper 97. What up? That's the Trooper. And he does a very good poker blog on YouTube based on his efforts as a tournament poker player in Las Vegas. And yes, they're still playing poker in Las Vegas even with the pandemic. I'm going to fold my 10-4. Good buddy. And in recent weeks, he has been playing on a 5-minute delay, showing you how he's been doing in WorldSeriesOfPoker.com site. That's one site that you could legally play poker in Nevada. You could also legally smoke marijuana in Nevada right now. So in this, we have Letty as an overwhelming favorite over Carly. Carly is going to have to catch some 8s here. King, 5, Jack, 2 clubs. And Letty is almost a mortal lock to win this hand. Carly is going to have to pick up running 8s. There's a 7. So I believe Carly is drawing dead. And there is the 10. And Carly is eliminated. And that brings us down to 39. I have ace-7 offsuit in the big blind. Playable if nobody raises, but people did raise. So I'm going to just get out of the way again. Jack 10-9. Now that's a good hand that could lead to somebody catching a straight. A 7. So if anybody's got an 8, they're in a good shape. Or 6-8 here with the 5 coming on the river. Lilia picks up the pot. She's up to 61-65. She's way ahead of me right now. I'm second behind her, and my leader is at 12 o'clock. Level 3 starting. The blinds are now 25 and 50. No antes, although you could set antes in this game. For a tournament if you wish. 10-9 offsuit. And it goes to Mose, who picks up 3-10. 6-4 offsuit. I'm not planning to play that. So the top 2 players are at this table, me and Lilla. I'm folding my 6-4. We are now at hand 32. Like I said, this is a 45-player tournament, and I'm just one of the 45 players. I will continue to play until I go busto or I win. 2:15 to me to call a king 10 offsuit. No, thank you. I like to play tight. I like to play tight and just pick my spots. Now I would have made top pair with the kings, but I had no way of knowing that was going to happen. Another kings. I would have had a full house here with kings over 8s. And Mose instead picks it up with kings and 10s, and Evan is now busto. So we're now down to 38 players. We're playing 6-handed at the moment. I have a 6-7. I'm going to fold that. So we should be getting some more players at the table. At least one more. 5-8-9 on the board. So if anybody's got 7-6, that's a straight. And an 8. And nobody had it. 2 pair for Letty. That was best with the 10-5 of diamonds. And we're still playing 6-handed. I'm first to act with a 6-9 suited. I fold. Next blind level is 40 and 75. We have over 20 minutes left in this. 20 minutes simulated time. And Lilla wins another pot. Uncontested. Queen Jack in the big blind. This might be worth a call. I'm going to call it, see if my hand improves. Well, I pick up top pair with the queens. I'm going to bet a little bit into this. I'm going to go 600. See what response I get. And Moses called me. Now I have queens and fours. I don't know what he could have that could beat me. And I don't think he would have given me action if he had a 4. I'm going to check him. Now an 8. See what you have there, Mose. Oh, he mucked. So I had it with queens and fours. And I pick up 2140 to go to 4835. I am still in second place, and we still have 38 players left. And we're still playing 6-handed on this table. Should be playing 7-handed at least. Where's the tournament director? Let's see here. 180 to me on an unsuited 6-7. I'm going to fold that. Pair of 9s. There's plenty of poker to watch online on YouTube. Somebody has a feed of recent WPT tournaments. Wilhelmina, by the way, won that pot with 3 9s. Actually, no, they went all in, and Mose lost and is out. The ace-9 beating an ace-king. So it was Wilhelmina and Mose. Mose didn't know. Now we're playing 5-handed with 37 players at 5 tables. Now I have 6s. I think that's worth a little bit of a raise. I'm going to go 100. And I get action. I got 3-way action here. Jack 5-7 with 2 hearts. Hopefully those hearts totally eclipse. And I'm going to do a continuation bet here and go 300. 9. Oh, this is not good. I'm going to check. And another 9. So I got 9s and 6s. I might be best here, but I'm not going to risk it. I win with 2 pair, 9s and 6s. So that's another hand for me. And right now I am second by a wee bit. 10-3 suited. I'm going to fold that on hand number 39. We got 2-way action. Actually, it was uncontested, and Lila picks up that pot. I have a 2-9 offsuit. I'm getting 180 to call. And I'm still going to fold. 2-9's pretty weak. So I should be seeing more players here, and I am not. With 37 players, there should be at least 7 on here, and I'm playing 5-handed. Okay, 225 to call. I'm going to just flat out call. 5-5 Jack. Did Letty have a little piece of that? Let's see if she bets out. She does not, so I don't think she had it. Now 3 spades on the board. For that last 5, a Jack and a 6. Well, I think it's time to take her temperature. I'm going to go 275. Like my interstate here in Tampa. She calls, so she didn't get away from the hand. I'm going to check. She goes all in. She has the flush, I'm thinking. So I got to get on out of there. And who knows if she had it. But with 4 spades on the board, you'd think she would have it. 9-2 offsuit. I am going to fold that action. So I guess we're waiting for somebody else to fold here. We're 5-handed, and I'm second, and the player in first place right now is up against me. So it's Kitty against Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina in trouble, even though Kitty is all in. Kitty has 3 2s. There's a 5 and a queen on the board, both of a diamond. King on the board. Wilhelmina drawing dead. The 5 doesn't help things any. Kitty picks up a full house. 9-6. I will fold that. I should be playing a bit more aggressive 5-handed. Queen, 3, 9. I guess they're waiting to get down to 35 before they rearrange the tables. 3 3s on the board. And it is Wilhelmina winning that with a... Actually, it was a split. They each had 3-3-3 king queen, so that's a split down the middle. Folding my ace jack, 8 jack, and wondering what the heck is going on with this table. Lila won another pot. Go to hand 45, which keeps on burning in my mind. I'll call the a6. Oh, we have a straight draw. Need an 8 for a straight. I'll check. Another ace. That helps me. 485. I'll give that 325. And she folds, which I think gives me the lead. Lines are now 40 and 75. We start level 4. I am still in second place. I am just a little behind Lila. I'll call my ace 4. 994 on the board. And I'm going to pump this up 500. Oh, she thinks she has something. Okay. Fire away again. 775. Okay, I have 3 4s and 2 9s, so I don't know what she could have that's better than my hand. I'm going all in. And I pick up 6,800. She mucked her hand, and on that full house, I go to first place. I have 6,800, and Lila is at 3,825. So I have ace 7 here. I'll call it. Play the rush. 10, king, 2, 2 spades. I'll check. 4. So I got a whole bunch of nothing here, but if I could stay in the hand and see if I could pick up something. A 3. I needed one more card for a straight. We'll see who has it. It was Wilhelmina. I didn't lose too much on that because I just checked all the way through. Wilhelmina picks up the pot with a pair of aces. Now I have 4-2, so I'm going to El Foldo that. Seven ace 3. And we have an all-in and a call. 7s against 9, so Lila, who was just a chip leader, is in trouble. She has to pick up a 9. She picks up a 5. She needs a 9, and that's about the only thing here that could help her. And it's a 6, so Lila is out the door after leading the tournament at one point. And Wilhelmina is now the new chip leader at 8690. So that should put me in second. I have been moved to another table, table 5, and seat 6. Here, we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-handed. So we're down to 4 tables of 9. I'm going to fold my 4-8. So we have Melina, Destin, Russell, Renfrew, Latricia, myself, Kia, and Carol Ann, and then Buffy. Nice names they give them, huh? And these are all basically AI players. And with a 7-3, Renfrew wins with the pair of 7s. On to the next table. On to the next hand, which is a 10-9 offsuit. I will probably have to fold that with some action in front of me. And a caller, so let's get out of the way. So we have an all-in situation here, as I was sneezing off camera. Carol Ann is all in with an ace-king. Renfrew is in trouble with the king-4, but it is Carol Ann who is out if she loses. Renfrew has, let's see here, I think he needs a 4. Gets a 6, and he loses the hand. So Carol Ann doubles up. Pair of 6s in the small blind. This will not be a bad situation. Probably call here at the very least. Limp in. Ace 4 ace. I think I'm going to have to play this hot and fast. Okay, 960, got to go 480. Let's see if anybody has it. And Renfrew has called me. I'll go all in. He had 4 jack. So I might be busting him here. 10. It was the 10 of spade. That didn't help him. So I have busted Renfrew. I'm up to 77-75. I'm in second place, and we're down to 35 players. I fold my 5-8 offsuit. We might be here a while, folks. Get settled. If you make it all the way through this video, well, I can't give you anything for it. We have Ace-King against King-6. For Carol Ann, it is Russell who is at risk if he loses. So Carol Ann, I think, needs a 6. She gets it! And she still loses. I thought that's what she needed. So no soap on that. We'll deal again. And I have Queen 4 offsuited. I'll fold that. And right now, Buffy won that uncontested. Picks up 525. Ace Deuce. I'll fold that action. We're midway through the 4th level. 10-5-9. An ace comes on the turn. A 6 comes on the river. 3 clubs on the river. See if anybody had it. It was a high card situation. Buffy wins with a king high. 4 deuce. Well, that's unplayable. So I fold that action. I have an awfully long video coming up. It's starting to appear. Pair of 10s. I am going to go 225. Getting callers. That's good. Ace 7-3. Not so good. Continuation bet. I'm going to go 700. I get action from Russell here. He might have something. I'm going to check down. King. Could be a straight on board. I'm going to fold. And off we go. Ace 7. I'm going to fold that. Russell and Melina still in the pot. Queen 3 ace. Now 2 spades with the 4. And a second diamond with the 8. So no flushes out there. Russell wins with the high card king. Over Melina, who had a 10-9 suited. Scotty Gwynn would say, I have 21. I have 2-9. 2-9 suited. Said that in one of the 2000s World Series, famously. Thought he was playing blackjack when he was playing poker. We have an all-in. Destin with ace, queen unsuited, and Melina king 7. She already has a straight, so Melina's drawing dead. And there you go. Esta. As we're now down to 32, so it's now 4 tables of 8. I am still second place. 375. I'm going to call it with the 7-8. 5 deuce deuce. Let's say it hit me. We'll go 400. Russell ain't buying it. He called me. But now I have an open-ended straight draw, so I'm going to bet on the come here, as they say. 800. He ain't buying it still. A 3. Okay, Russell, let's see if you have some nerve. I'm going to go 25, 25. And he folded. I bluffed my way on that. And I picked up a nice pot. I'm at 82.75 with the blind being collected. Second among 30 players right now. Queen 4, of course I'm going to fold that. Oh, I would have had 3 queens. I folded my queen. Oh well. That's the thing about all-in, not all-in, but Hold'em poker, is you never know when you're going to have a good hand, and you might fold a good hand. 2 pair. We had 5 in this pot, and it was Carol Ann winning it with 2 pair. Kings and Queens, which sounds like a lyric to Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood. Okay, color up time, and this is something that also happens in tournaments that most programs do not simulate. You take your $5 chips and you color up to 25, and there's a drawing to see who colors up. And I didn't have any odd chips, so this is not of any value to me. And winning the chip race was Buffy, Kia, Latricia, and Russell. And the others lose a little bit of money. 9-4 suited, I will fold this. And let's see, blinds are now 50 and 100, and the next level is 75 and 150. King 8, that's not a good hand either. We are 62 now hands deep into this. Esta. We now have Buffy, Destin, Russell, Esta, Latricia, myself, Kia, and Carol Ann. 10-9 offsuit. I am going to fold that. 7-8-8 on the board. Buffy, Esta calling. Check. Raise. And we have an all-in. Buffy is at risk here, and she might get the worst of this. Esta with 10s and 8s. And Buffy has an 8-8, 10-9, 7. So I think she'll need another 8. And doesn't get it. So she's out the door. We're down to 29 players. 5-8 offsuited. We will fold that. I am first. No, I'm second with 82.75. But I'm leading among the people at the table. The 7 at the table. With the next elimination, we'll go to 3 tables of 9. 9, King, 8, 10 on the board. Esta and Russell are all in. Russell might be eliminated here. The 2 doesn't help him, and he's out the door. So we're going to go 3 tables of 9 here. And we have Kager joining us. Jack 9 off suit. Likely I will fold this. I'm going to get in with the best of it. 8-5 King. I wouldn't have gotten in with the best of it. We have another all-in battle. Got a war of attrition going on now. Carol Ann is at risk. Destin has a pair of 8s. And Carol Ann right now with Kings. A 6 on the board, giving Destin a few more options. He could now win with another 8, an ace, or a heart. And there's the heart. And there goes Carol Ann. That's another player eliminated. We're down to 26. I have been moved to another table. I have on this table Dewey, Quillen, Becky, Kia, Letty, Rob, Asha, and Merritt. And Rob and Letty are on either side of me. Fold with the 6-3 suited. So business is picking up. Ace, King, Queen. And I think I had 2 clubs. Yes, I had a 6 and a 3, so I'd be having a flush draw. I would have picked up a pair of 6s. And we're all in right now. Quillen and Dewey. Quillen is at risk if he loses or she loses. I don't know if Quillen is a boy or a girl. 8-9 against 10 Queen. And the King makes Quillen the winner, and Dewey is crippled at 250, with the blinds being 50 and 100. I have Jack 6. Nothing doing. Let's let this play out. We're on hand 67. Pair of 9s against a 5-2, so Merritt would be eliminated with the loss, but it's Becky who's in trouble. Oh, she picks up a pair of 2s, which gives her a few more outs. An ace, which means on a spade, Becky wins the pot. And another 2 gives her a tree of a kind. And I was going to mention that. So Merritt out the door. Ace 7 for me. Foldo. We're down to 26 players at 3 tables. Remember, we're playing a maximum of 9-handed here. You could set up the game to play 10-handed, but because you see it at the World Series of Poker, they play 9-handed at most, or at least they did in recent years. So I thought I would simulate that. In this hand, Becky won with an ace 4, which bolstered her pair of deuces. And Rob in bad shape with only 50 chips. Dewey is all in. And Becky has a Jack 6. Dewey has a 7-9. Becky's Jack 6 is suited. Oh, a nice draw for Dewey. King, queen, ace, all of clubs. Another ace, which gives Becky the lead with aces, a king, queen, and jack over Dewey's aces, king, queen, and 9. And the jack locks up the deal. So Dewey is busto, and we're down to 25. 8-3 in the big blind. And we have one raiser already. Becky, you could take that one too. Also wanted to show you that you can change the color of the table or the deck. We'll do that real quick. Use the DD Poker logo, and you could change the table to red or to sky or to black. So we'll do that and just show you how that all looks. King 8 in the small blind, which I am going to fold. I'm going to get out of the way. We have side pot action because I think somebody went all in with the blinds. So it's down to Rob and Letty. Rob has a jack queen, Letty with an ace jack. 5-6, 5-6 on the board. And a king makes Rob the loser and eliminated. And Letty picks up another couple grand. And we're now down to 3 tables of 8, which sends Diego and Mehmet over this way. So we're playing 8-handed with 3 tables. And we're down to 24. Again, we have raisers in front of me. I'm going to fold and watch this hand play out. And we have some more all-ins. In fact, we have a double all-in. So somebody's going to be eliminated here. Diego has aces. Asha with ace-queen, like a brimful of Asha on the 45. Cornerstone back in the late 90s. I know these songs. Okay. 4. So Asha has a flush draw, but the 10 gives the pot to Diego and sends Asha down to 350, actually. Asha is not eliminated. Queen 9. We have 24 players left still. I'm going to fold my Queen 9. You want to come in with the goods. I'm in second place right now. There's no need to risk it. We have ace 9 against 10-6. Diego is at risk here. Becky could bust him out. A 4, drawing dead, and a 5 gives Diego the pot and 6,000 chips. Now I have 10-3. I'm going to get out of that. You're going to pick your spots right now, because everybody else is scrambling to either stay in the game or to be eliminated. We have 10-5-5 on the board, and Diego wins with 39.50. 5-3. Fold. 300 to call. Got one side pot, Jack 3-3, so we got one player all in, Asha. Okay, so it's down to Asha, Jack Queen, suited, and Diego's got the ace, and Asha stays in the game. We are still at 24. We've reached the 6th level of blinds, which is 75 and 150. I'm going to fold my Jack 8. Again, I'm going to wait for the big hand. I got nothing to really gain playing a lot of pots. Okay, another all-in. Ace-King for Letty and Ace-10 for Becky. So Letty should be dominating here. Ace-Jack 6. And Letty is at 88.8%. You notice that when you total up the numbers, they go over 100%. I don't know why that is. 7. I think Becky's going to have to pick up a 10. A 4. And Becky is bye-bye. So we're now down to 23 players, unless there were players eliminated in the other on the other two tables. And I'm not going to call a 7-deuce. 7-deuce offsuit's the worst possible hand in Hold'em poker. So Diego, you take that pot, and now he has moved in front of me in the standings. I am now 3rd. But I'm not going to play ace-9. Just going to wait for a good hand. Oh, look at that. 3 diamonds. Ace-King 7. A fourth diamond. Somebody's got to have the flush here. Queen of spade. And yeah, Diego had the flush, and he is up 13,800. So his tournament equity right now is pretty good. Rizwan moves over to our table. We're down to 3 tables of 7. I'm going to fold my queen 4. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a good spot here. 3 queen, and I would have had 3 queens. And we have an all-in. Rizwan has a full house. Diego is not going to lose a lot. And yeah, I would have had 4 of a kind. Full house for Rizwan. He's up over 8,000, and now I move down to 4th. Queen 9. I'm going to fold that action. We're 7-handed. 2, 5, Queen 9 on the board, and another 5. So there's a pair of 5s. And Quillen wins with Jack 7. Diego's losing a few pots here and there. 3, 2. I'm going to fold that. Waiting for the next good hand. Which is probably what you don't want to do. We have another all-in. We have Mehmet at risk with Ace Queen unsuited, and Diego has King 10 unsuited. Flop doesn't help either of them. Diego just got some help with the king, and the 4 gives Diego the pot, and Mehmet is out the door. Now I have Ace Jack, so this is going to be playable. In the immortal words of Al Bundy, let's rock. I have Ace Jack, and Diego just lost the pot, so I'm going to go big or go home here. 2,500, and he calls me. Oh, I hit it. I'm going all in. He calls me. He has Ace 4. So if he hits a 4, I'm in trouble. In fact, he's drawing dead. I have a 100% chance of winning the hand. So there you go. 2 pair. Nicely done. So that's 15,675. So I'm back in first place, and we're down to 19. And Diego is now crippled at 2,000. I'm going to fold my 7-3. 5, 9, 8. So I would have had a straight draw there, but Rizwan picks up the pot. Queen 6 suited. No hurry to see action here. 7, 9, 4, 2 diamonds. I would have flopped the flush. But Rizwan with another diamond would have had the nut flush and probably would have beat me. There's the jack. I think Diego needs a 5. Queen. So I would have won with the flush. Rizwan's now up at 11,675. He's probably right behind me in the standings. I have been moved to a new table. So I'm now facing Juliet, Capizzo, Jared, Michaeli, Rizwan, Dolores, LaDonna, and I have 6 queen, which I'm going to fold. We're down to 18. We're at 18 players and 2 tables, so it's 2 tables now of 9. King 9, dog of a hand here. Fold that. K9, get it? Queen 10, 8. Another 8. We have an all-in. Mikel with an Ace 10. Donna with a 7 Jack, a 6, and Mikel wins the pot. I have King 8, folding that. Action in every hand here. 2, 8, 6 on board. And another all in. And LaDonna is leading at the moment with a pair of 6s. 4. Another 4. And LaDonna wins the pot. 4 deuce. So I'm quickly going to fold that. Maybe I should have made the tournament with fewer participants, like maybe 3 tables, 27. 696, which sounds like a state road here in Florida. And we have an all-in. Delons has gone all-in with his 3 sixes, and wisely so. Rizwan's got to pick up a jack or a queen or 2 diamonds here. A 10 gives him an open-ended straight draw with an ace or a king, 8 or a king, and it is Dolores winning with the 3 sixes holding up. Ace 5. I'm going to call that. See what kind of action I get. $13.50. It's still not a bad price. We'll see. 5s and 8s. I'll call the all-in. 9-8 against Ace 5. And LaDonna's got a very good chance of picking up this spot. I'd have to get running 5s. There's a 6. And I'm drawing dead. I pick up an 8 ace, but the ace doesn't help me. Sometimes you got to take chances. So I'm now down. Oh, I'm still in first place. With 16 players left. I'm going to fold my 10-2. Doyle Brunson won his 2 World Series of poker back in the late 70s with the exact same hand, 10-2. 3 hearts on board. And it was LaDonna winning, and now she's up in 5 figures. 150, 300, and I think this is the last blind. 1225 to call with a K5. That ain't gonna happen. And LaDonna picks up another pot. Jack 2. Oh, actually, we go to 300 and 600 after this. I'm going to fold my 2300 call to me. Just let the war of attrition take care of itself here. Another all-in situation. We have 9s against Ace 6. The Ace 6 in the lead right now. Another ace. And a 9, which gives Destin the full house. So he stays alive. And we go to another hand. We are down to 14 players. I'll hold my 2-3. LaDonna is all in against Jared. Jared is at risk with his 5-3 suited. And LaDonna with an 8-4 suited. 6-9 queen. No help to either. Jared looking for one more heart. And let's see here. Had a split pot there. But I think Jared picked it up. But he can't pick up more than double of what he had put into it. So that's why he picked up a bit and LaDonna picked up a little bit. I'm going to fold my 8-9 off suit. And at the next level will be 300 and 600. I'm going to fold my King 6. At this point, I'm just trying to get to the last 9. 13 players. We have 7 of them on this table, and on the other table that you can't see, there are 6. I'm going to fold my 7-6. When I get to the last table of 9, and you got a lot of players at risk here on this table. King 5 suited. Maybe if everybody passes. No, I'm not getting good odds on that. And I would be at risk against LaDonna. We're now up to hand 98. So we're almost at 100 hands that you have seen here in this game. King 2. Well, that's a fold. And another 1,300 for LaDonna's picking up the blinds here pretty good. I'm not going to speculate on my 5-7. And LaDonna, another hand uncontested. Jack 3. Again, I got a shitty hand. Pardon my language. I'm going to fold that. This is hand number 100, and LaDonna wins that. Everybody's afraid of LaDonna right now. Now we'll have action. All in. It's Jared against LaDonna. Jared has a King 9, and LaDonna an 8-2 suited. 727, which is my area code here in Pinellas County, Florida. And that gives LaDonna the lead. A 9 gives the lead back to Jared. You got it at Jared. And a king and Jared picks up 600, and LaDonna gets a rebate on her wagers of 75. Queen 5, I'm going to let that go. I should tell you all, and I'm sorry it took me an hour to say this. We're now an hour deep into this simulation of DD Poker. Back in 2010, I was in PokerStars tournament and I won 450 bucks. I had a blog at the time, and I qualified for the the WCOOP, which is like the computer version of PokerStars on the WSOP. And I won a play-in tournament, and then I did well enough in a no limit hold'em tournament where I won 450 bucks. That was way back in 2010. Getting back to this, Jared is at risk again. LaDonna just took the lead with the queen, and the 9 has sent Jared to the rail. So we're now down to 10. So we should be 5-handed here, and we are. 9-3 to call. I'm going to call it. King 2-4, check. She checks. Queen didn't hit me. Didn't hit LaDonna either, but the 9 might do a little damage here. So I'm going to go 3,200. And she got out of dodge. So that's me 6,100. 4-2. I'll fold that action. And LaDonna wins uncontested. I am second out of 10. And we're hoping a player gets eliminated soon so we could go to the final table. Ace 5. I'm going to raise that. And it's King, Queen 10. If a Jack comes, I get the straight. And LaDonna's offering me... Oh, I picked up 5s. So we're going to feel her out here with a bet of 2,700. And LaDonna called it. And I pick up my Jack, so all the sweeter to me. All in. And LaDonna is crippled. As I pick up my straight and she didn't have anything. I'm in first place. We start the 8th level, 300 and 600. And now we go to $100 chips, or 100 chips. And there was a chip race between Destin and Rizwan, won by somebody. So it's only, at least the minimal denomination you play for right now is 100. I'm going to fold my 10-5, my Woolworths, my 5 and dime. And we have an all-in. We have LaDonna with ace-9, McCallie with ace-6. And it works well for McCallie. 7-7-6 on the board. LaDonna needs a 9. Doesn't get it. And LaDonna is now crippled. 10-7. I'm going to put a call in on that. Well, I got a... McCallie has ace-king. LaDonna has 8-4. And the 2 queens miss everybody. I need a 7 or a 10, or I need 2 running diamonds. There's the ace, and that's pretty much going to give it to Michaela. And another ace for good measure. LaDonna is out, and we are now down to the last table of 9. I have 25-3, I'm leading. And I have Woolworths again, 10 and 5. And we'll just let the battle play out between Capizzo and Holland. And we have an all-in. Capizzo's in great shape with his queens. A Jack helps Holland's cause out a little bit. The 9 does not. And Holland is now out the door. And we're down to 8 just that quick. I'm going to fold my Queen 7. And as we get down to fewer players, you got to play many more hands. We have another all-in. Lois is all in. And actually, she's in good shape with 2 Jacks. And Capizzo, with that dog of a hand of a King 9, needs a spade. I think a King might help him. I think 9s might help him. And there's the King. So Capizzo wins back. Actually, it doubles up Lois. Lois had King, King, Ace, Jack, 8. And Capizzo had King, King, Jack, 9, 8. So actually, it was Lois that wins. And I have Jacks. We're going to raise that action. see if anybody calls me. And nobody does, so I pick up the blinds there. 26-2. I fold my Jack 7. 111th hand that we have played. And this video is now at 1 hour and 5. I think the longest video I have ever done is like somewhere around 1 hour and a half. So this might be the longest video I have ever done on this channel. And if you have made it this far, well, God bless you. And I'm going to fold my Jack 3, give Rizwan a little pot. And I accidentally triggered the keyboard. 5-3, and I'll fold out of that. Unless I get action. Which I do not. If there was no action, I'd probably stay in it. 4-6, so I would have had the open-ended straight draw. An 8. 3 spades on board, so that wouldn't have helped me. Mikhail is in trouble. Ace-5 against Capizzo's 8-6. And the ace gives Michele the win with 3 of a kind. So Michele sucked out on the river. Ace-Queen, unsuited. This could be a hand to play. And Rizwan has raised me. Hey, Rizwan, how about we go all in? Okay, I have Ace-Queen against a suited Jack-Queen. It's going good for me as I pick up a pair of aces. A deuce, a 7, and I have knocked out Destin. Destin had no destiny. So we're 7-handed. Queen 3. I'm going to fold that. And we have another all-in situation. It's Lois with jacks against Capizzo with 10s. Lois has to win the hand to stay alive. 9s on the board. 2 more clubs show up. That favors Lois. Another 10, which gives Capizzo the lead. And a 3 eliminates Lois. So we're 6-handed. I'm going to fold my Jack 6. We're down to 6, and we have played 116 hands. Queen, 7-3. And I'm doing all this, mind you, without the cheats, not without the advisor or without the pot odds. But sometimes you play the advisor and they'll give you the wrong advice. Because not all you could only do the best. You could only make the best of it. And I'm going to play my Ace-9 here. Call. Ooh, I got 2 spades. I got 4 spades. So of 19,000, I am going to bet big. 9,000. I'm just going to go all in. We'll go all in. See who calls. Okay, well, not as good as I need a spade. I need a spade. Esta has the best hand with Ace-Jack at the moment, but she needs running spades. I have 4 spades, and Latricia's in the worst shape. A 2 on the turn, so it's now down to a spade. I don't think a 9 would give it to me. There's the Jack, and yeah, Esta has won the hand, and Latricia is out the door. Now I have 7-2 offsuit. I'm going to fold it. Even 5-handed, you don't play a 7-2. Another all-in. Rizwan with aces needs to win this hand. Michele with 6s. Queen 3-8. A 7. A queen. And Rizwan picks up a double. 10-8. We'll fold that. I am in first place right now. 9-6. We'll fold that. Next level is, by the way, 600 and 1200, so this game should end soon. 2-7 Jack. We got 3 players playing. Hold on, nothing on the board, but Capizzo wins with a Jack 9, giving him a pair of jacks. And here we go, 600 and 1200. Players are really going to have to play fast now because the next level is double this, 1200 and 2400. Jack 9. I'm going to call. Any takers? None. Okay. Gonna check. Nothing hitting. Actually, I'm going to breathe on Rizwan a little bit and go 4,200. And that got it done. Got him out of the hand. Because I was representing the fact I already had the flush, but I didn't yet. Queen 5, I'll get out of that. King 3-10, which wouldn't have helped me. Another all-in situation. Capizzo is at risk. Esta needs either running hearts or a queen. And the running hearts went bye-bye. Needs a queen. Gets the queen. And that sends Capizzo home. So we're down to 4. Now you gotta basically play everything. 5-2. Jack 7-3. I'll check. Rizwan goes all in. I got a really shitty hand, so I gotta fold that. And Rizwan picks up 14-4. So I'm second among the last 4. Jack 7, I'm going to call that. And I'll call it again. This is not a good hand. I gotta fold. So Esta's at 35-2, and I am now down to 3rd place. 4-handed. King 10. I will call that. Ace 4-2. Ace 4-2. And check it. 6. And this is another situation where I could represent hearts and it could pay off for me. 2,000. Rizwan folds. 6-4. Getting 1,800 to call. 3-8 king. Fold. Because I didn't have it. So I'm right now in a battle between 2nd and 3rd. 5-8. And I'm going to fold that. Even though probably really shouldn't have in the small blind. Ace 3. Raise it. 2,400. Checks. Well, I'm going to do a continuation bet and go 4,000. And if I go busto here, I go busto here. Called me, so I picked up aces though. All in. And well, I sucked. Zigged when I should have zagged. I still no, I don't have a heart draw. I pick up a 3 and I get it. Woo! Ace 3. Oh, well, I was dead to rights there. Okay, we'll play the King Jack. Play the rush. Straight draw. 9 or an ace gives me a straight. And let's see. 3,600. There's the 8. I better check this. Oh, there's the king. There is the king. That probably helps me. 6,500. And I win that hand. I'm up to 31,000. I'm leading. And I will call the Jack 5. Oh, pair of 5s. That might be good. It is good. So Michele might get eliminated here. He has ace deuce. I have Jack 5, but I have the pair of 5s. And now 5s and jacks. And Michele is out the door. We're 3-handed. 7-10. We raise it. 7-10 a spade. And I win that uncontested. We're now at hand 132. And I win that uncontested. We're 3-handed. Ace 8's a good hand here. Suited. Now I got the nut flush draw. Okay, Esta. Let's see how como esta you are. 4,000. He or she calls me, but I have the nut flush. So I'm just going to lure Esta in. Check. Okay. If Esta has the 5 of clubs, I'm screwed. But I don't think I'm screwed. I'm going for it. I'm going all in. I picked up a pot of 31-8 there. Ace 10, raise it. Here's where you got to be aggressive. I'm going to call the... Oh, I'm screwed. Ace King, but I can't be eliminated. Ace 2-5. Not completely dead yet. There's the 7, there's a 6, and Rizwan won that hand. Oh, big slick. First time today I've had big slick. I'm all in. And I win that hand uncontested. Okay, 1,200 and 2,400 blinds now, which means the next blinds are going to be 2,400 and 4,800 as we keep doubling once the computer level runs out of blinds, and we ran out of blinds at 150, 300. So now the pots are doubling with every 30 minutes, 30 simulated minutes that pass by. I'm going to call with the Queen 6. Oh, I pick up queens and 9s. This is a good situation. I think I'm just going to lure. Oh, well, enough of the luring. All in. And she's already... Esta is finished. So it's now down to me and Rizwan. We started with 4,500. And it's not like I scheduled this when we began this an hour and 16 minutes ago. I just been getting good breaks. You saw when we were down to 4, I had to suck out to stay alive. I'm going to raise with the Queen 9, and Rizwan doesn't take it. Ace 6, all in. I'm going to call. He's only got 6-3. This could be it right here, folks. Rizwan has 2 hearts, 1 heart on the board. I think he needs running hearts. That's it. I win. And that's the end of the tournament. And I won it. I finished first out of 45 players, and it's not like I planned that. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of Double D Poker 3. It went much longer than I thought it would, but I got some good luck, as you saw. And without help from the computer, I won this tournament of 45 players. So that was nice. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. Wishing you well. Godspeed and God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.